Anything Star Trek related, not just like the name.
Okay.
All right.
So it's a sugarable story. Okay. So when I was very young, I lived in New Jersey, but half my family was in Vermont, and my grandparents were there. I'm from a large immigrant Hungarian family, so we believe it takes a village to raise a child. So really, anybody could yell at you. Anybody could make sure you were doing your dishes. Anybody could do anything. But my mom is a therapist, and so we were raised really holistically. When I was a child, I knew I and you statements by the age of 3, such as, I feel upset when you make me go to bed. I know that dogs get mad, people feel angry. And I had a lot of these platitudes that informed my young life. So I'm about maybe 4 and a half, 5 years old, and I'm sitting at the kitchen counter of my grandmother's house. My grandmother and my grandfather had lots of really cool antiques because they owned a bed and breakfast. So I'm sitting there and I'm making one of those like Christmas chains, you know, like you put like a piece of construction paper, then you put another one. And I'm kind of like absentmindedly doing this. Star Wars is playing in the background, and I look at the front, and there's like all of these little like tchotchkes in front of me. In particular, a sugar bowl, and it was the kind of sugar bowl that has like a little indent and then like a little lip, so it won't go. The top won't go in until you twist it, and then it falls in, and then you twist it more, and then you can't pull it out. This is magic, as far as I'm concerned. This is the most magical thing that's ever happened. So I'm like kind of doing this paper chain, playing with the sugar bowl, doing the paper chain, playing with the sugar bowl. And my grandmother notices that I'm doing this, and she looks at me and really sharply, she goes, "Do not touch that." Now, we do not raise our voices in my house, so I was really confused. So I kind of, and I had to do. So I'm like, all right. And so now I'm like, still, now I'm waiting till she turns around and playing with the sugar bowl, and then I'm making the thing, and then I'm playing with the sugar bowl. And she comes over and she yells at me, "Knock it off!" I'm like, "Hey." And then, so the third time, she comes over and she grabs my arm really hard, and she said, "Do not touch that." And I have never been touched, like in a like what's that word? Punishing fashion before. Like, we don't do that in my house. We think about what we did, and then we explain why we're apologetic. And so I look at her, I freak out, and I take the sugar bowl and I go, BAM! And it crashes on the floor. And I look at her and I say, "Grandma, people are more important than things." Oh, wow. And I run upstairs. So my mom comes up and she comes in and she says, "Honey, you need to go apologize to your grandma." I said, I'm not sorry." And she goes, "I know, but you really hurt grandma's feelings. And sometimes, even when we're not sorry, we have to say that we're sorry because it'll make them feel better, and maybe we'll feel sorry later. But you gotta go say you're sorry." And I'm like, fine. So now I'm like, oh, I can get grabbed. Like, this is a terrible thing. So I run down and I literally like stay on the steps and I go, "Sorry!" And I run back upstairs. And since this time, whenever somebody in my family does kind of something jerky to somebody else, we just run up to them and they go, "Sorry!" And I always forget them.